Because you're always so kind. Thank you. Great to be in a room full of friends of Israel. So thank you so much for coming here tonight to the Parliament, to the annual reception of CFI. So it has been a busy week for UK-Israel relations. It started with a visit from our Foreign Minister, Minister Eli Cohen, during which he had met Foreign Secretary James Cleverly, and they signed the exciting 2030 bilateral roadmap, outlined the future economic, security and technological cooperation between our two democracies for the coming decade. The week then ended with Prime Minister Netanyahu's visit to London. I'm sure you all heard about it, right? I think it was quite getting big headlines. And I must say, things that weren't reported in the news, the fact there was actually bilateral important things going on in the room, and I'll be happy to share with you. So Prime Minister Netanyahu and Prime Minister Sunak, they both discussed two main things. The first thing is the importance of a new and a very, very innovative trade deal. And I don't know, is Kemi Bodanak here? But if she's here and if she's not, we still want to thank her for visiting Israel just a month ago and meeting Minister Barkat. Yes, she deserved that. And putting all the energy to make sure that as fast as we can, we will have a new trade deal. I must say, I'm really excited to tell you both prime ministers are keen to create a new, innovative-based, something that is suitable to our both economies that are based on services, new trade deal. So this is the first key factor that was in their bilateral meeting. And the second, you won't be surprised, because one of the most significant things in the bilateral relations is the fact we both have a very, very strong cooperation on security and intelligence. So definitely they discussed Iran, they discussed Ukraine war, and they discussed something that will create a very, very fruitful thing that I'm happy to share with you, a new strategic dialogue between Israel and the UK that will start from this year, and I'm very happy to announce on it today. So we're very, very happy for all the great things that happened this year. But I must say I'm very much honored this evening to say thank you to a very, very special friend. And this special friend is standing here, a little bit shy, but he knows how to speak up for Israel. And I must say that your friendship, Sajid Javid, is one of the greatest things that happened for the Israel-UK relationship. And I would like to mention just a few of the things. So I think you are one of the greatest friends and advocates for Israel. And I think you were always in a leadership position on your different roles as Chancellor, as a former Chancellor, as Health Secretary, and definitely as Home Secretary. You were standing in the front line to defending Israel. And I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I would like to express this gratitude, comes all the way from who is the first citizen of Israel, the President of Israel, President Isaac Herzog, that sent his gratitude on behalf of the people of Israel for making such a great things as the subscription of Hezbollah as a terror organization in this country. And I want to say something on a personal level. I think the moment where you were one of the first cabinet ministers, walking into the Holy City, getting into the Western Wall, and praying in the Al-Aqsa Mosque, I think it symbolizes more than anything your belief in interfaith, in coexistence, in peace, and in the connection of the Jewish people to Jerusalem. And I'm so proud of you, because this iconic photograph, I think you won the hearts of the Israeli people. And you're leaving Parliament, but you're not leaving the friendship. And I want to deliver another message that is very, very personal for my husband, Or. So he really wanted to be here tonight, but he really hoped we can meet you and Laura and the girls, your wonderful girls, to another Friday night dinner or any other occasion you will choose, because you became true friends also of our family. So on behalf of the State of Israel and the President, I'm honored to give you this. Can we do a photograph holding this? And we'll send it to President Herzog. I think he's busy. busy with doing other things tonight. Okay. Please.
Thank you. Well, first of all, thank you very much, Ambassador, for what you just said, and especially for this recognition from His Excellency the President of Israel and from the State of Israel. That it's truly humbling to receive that. I think that normally in an occasion, a CFI occasion like this, with so many friends of Israel, I would normally turn to my get stuffed speech. But I noticed that Robert Jenrick, the Minister, is speaking, and I don't think we've got enough time for that speech. So you're going to have to wait until the Conservative Party conference or something, the CFI event, and you have to wait for the get stuffed speech. But what I will say this is also, just I guess at a personal level, my attachment and my love of Israel. The first time I heard the word Israel, as the state of Israel, I was about 9 years old, and it was from my father. Actually, it was my brother. Came home from school, his local comp, and came home, and he said in the religious studies class they're organising a trip to Israel, religious studies trip to Israel, and he'd like to go. And I said to my father he'd like to go. And up until then, I and all my brothers, we've been turned down on every potential school trip because we didn't have the money. My dad always said no. And I was just expecting him to say no for that reason, no other. And he looked at the letter, he thought, and he said, yes. He said, I think we should go. How much is it? He looked at it, he said, oh, we can do that. You should go. And myself, my brother were astonished, thinking, what is going on? But my dad agreed. And I didn't know at the time what he had just agreed to, the impact it might have with some members of my then community. And he had a lot of resistance, and he stuck to it. And he explained to me and my brothers about Israel and why that was so important to him and to our family. And then fast forward now, some 40 years after that, 4 decades after that, and last year I had the pleasure of taking my girls for the first time to the State of Israel. And I, of course, have been many times in my personal life, my honeymoon, business, politics, and everything, but it's great to be able to take my own family. So all I'd say is this, is that, yes, I am leaving Parliament, but I will continue to support Israel in every way that I have done so far. But so will the next generation of Javids and generations to come after that, because that's what's important. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you.